Hello and welcome to Joy of Stationery. Now that we have reached August of 2023, I have here what is my starting lineup for the month as the month begins, so to speak. And it's an August lineup that I'm also, in part, also calling potentially one pouch August, which we'll see. This was basically a way to rein it in a little bit um, in getting excited about expanding my Techo system again beyond one book for One Book July, which was a really successful experiment, but also, you know, then helped me kind of identify needs that needed to be addressed by um, my larger and more long-term planning system. So let me begin with the main pouch that I am using. This is the large engineer pouch with pockets. It's a collaboration between Baum Kuchen and the Superior Labor, and this is the Sumi colorway. And I had gotten it sometime last year, actually, but hadn't really been using it for my journals. It was just kind of storing a bunch of kind of random stickers and such. So I decided to bring it out, and I really wanted to make some use out of it. So I'll show you everything that I have in here, and this is what constitutes the lineup that it will be part of my, one pouch August, if you will. And you can see that it fits a good deal, and I do really love the um, the fact that the Baum Kuchen collaborations with the Superior Labor for these canvas pouches have these pockets. So that kind of allows me to store a lot more. I tend to be a big fan of pockets. so and so there we go. Uh, I think I just have a couple more here that I'm bringing out. And that should be it. So you can see that there's quite a lot that can fit in the large Superior Labor pouch here. And I'll go over each of these notebooks and planners in the stacks here as part of my August lineup and setup to some extent. I won't go too into detail with the setups for this particular video. I will have a more detailed setup video for specific notebooks later on. Here I'm just setting some aside to focus first on this pile of two techos here. So these two form, or will form, I guess, my daily planning needs. So the first that I'll show you is one that you might be familiar with from my previous videos. This is the Hobonichi A6 Avec that's being housed in the beautiful Count the Lights cover from Hobonichi's 2022 release. And this was the backbone, as I mentioned before, of my One Book July system. And part of that system also was using the field notes then kind of in the back, and it could be tucked away with the Hobonichi Avec, since the Avec is quite slim, and that served me really well in July. I'm carrying over the Avec, of course, into August as well, and I just wanted to kind of show you how I've been using it. This is the spread with the monthly dashboard for August on the right-hand side and the end of July on the other. And what I've been doing for these monthly dashboards is including a kind of quote. July's was much shorter, August is much lengthier, but a beautiful quote or some words to kind of start the month off on this kind of lovely note. And I'd started to kind of fine-tune my system for the daily entries, gratitude on the right, and a kind of celebration journal for what I've accomplished during the day on the left, and of course my daily writing corner with a gold star to mark if I've done my writing that day. I'm pairing this then with this new wildcard planner. This is apparently the Life&Pieces a 6-month undated planner, and it's close to the A6 size, a slight bit taller and a slight bit slimmer. You can see that I've already kind of decorated the front and back with some customizations, but I'll speak more to that in another video. But this was certainly a wild card. I was interested in picking up an undated planner just so that I can start future planning a little bit more into 2024 before the 2024 calendar year planners come out. And I ended up getting this and opening it and really kind of loving the layout of the pages. And so you can see there's a kind of weekly page that starts off a week, and then it's followed by daily pages. And I'm pairing this with the Hobonichi Avec as specifically where I can put my task list. So because I began to repurpose the Avec into more of kind of a celebration journal and gratitude, I needed a place for daily tasks, and this felt like, or feels like so far, a really great planner to just list out daily tasks on the daily page. So these are the two that will be my daily companions, just to start the day and end the day with gratitude, as well as to take care of tasks. And here I have the Black Passport Traveler's Notebook, decorated by Aida Gatch, in collaboration with Kubo and Lucy. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I posted about this little insert that I made. It is a little bit of a hack job, but it's made from a recyclable or reusable bag. And I just thought the kind of butterfly pattern was really kind of gorgeous on it. Inside, I just have one B7 Penco notebook, which is the perfect passport size, and I was clued into this by Amazing Plans on Instagram, and it's just serving as a kind of cafe notebook, but also a place to just jot down notes, some reference things, and so I can always have them with me if I go to a cafe or something and bring this with me. The insert is housing the pencil board for now, and you can see, again, I just really loved the vibrant butterfly pattern or design on it. And yeah, we'll see how this sort of works out. It's for a kind of on-the-go type deal. This one is the Take a Note Mini or A6 planner. I've decorated the cover with a photo printout of one of Hiroko Kubota's illustrations, the same illustrator or artist of the Count the Lights cover. I'm using this as a hobbies and filming tracker. So you can see on the monthly, it helped me just to kind of start sketching out a filming schedule. Here's what I started doing for the dailies. Again, maybe some notes on filming ideas, as well as keeping track of a particular game that I love to play. So I'm bringing it back as a hobbies type notebook, and I hope that it sticks. This next one is a notebook. It's the Kunizawa soft cover notebook. I was actually initially looking for the new Flex notebook of the same brand that can fit into a standard size TN. So this is not that one. This is a little too wide to fit into the standard TN without too much overhang. But it's a beautiful, beautiful notebook. And this is going to be for a new, a little bit of a creative project, and I'll be doing a video on this at some point in the future. But this is just long form quotations, actually, just beautiful prose that I find inspiring, that kind of bring a bit of poetry into my life. And I wanted to have this beautiful notebook be a place where I can kind of keep reference of all of those things. And finally here we have a Leuchtturm A6 or pocket notebook, the hardcover. and this is housed in a leather cover by Lacau, in the sapphire leather, I think, is what this kind of deep blue color is. I've not yet used this, and it may still be a little while, but I'm putting it into my August lineup because this will be a place for notes about course design and about lesson planning and course planning, especially as the teaching semester and as the next academic year quickly comes upon us. My plans for this are to actually add the field notes now to this setup, and the field notes will provide some space where I can do a little bit more brainstorming, with the Leuchtturm then serving as a place to structure or formalize a little bit more what those plans are, lesson plans, or what the course design will look like. So that's the hope for this particular setup here. So again, kind of with an eye towards the future, even if it's not necessarily a kind of a daily, techo or notebook to go to. So these are all of the components of the August lineup that is currently fitting into my engineer pouch. Again, trying to kind of keep it all within one pouch. You'll see me put these back inside the pouch just to kind of show you how they're all fitting. And again, I'm just very impressed with the ample space that the pouch provides, as well as the pockets. So the field notes fits really well into the smaller pocket on the left-hand side, as you can see there. And so it's great if I just want to kind of quickly reach for it and jot down some notes. The slightly larger pocket on the right-hand side, as they've advertised, as Baum Kuchen has advertised, can fit a Passport TN, Passport Traveler's Notebook, and you can see that it fits very well in there. And the others, I have basically here 5 more notebooks really to fit in there, but you can see that they all manage to fit quite well. And this has a lot to do with the fact that I'm very clearly an A6 size fan, so 4 of those are A6 notebooks that can fit kind of side by side. And so you can see there's still a little bit of space left, and so I'm very glad with the fact that I can kind of keep all of these current planners and notebooks that are in use, whether they're daily or whether they're a little bit less frequent, all in one pouch. I do have two exceptions here, and the first that I'll show you is just a little crafting project that I made for myself as an experiment, and this is currently serving, at least at the very beginning of this month, as a mini wallet. So this is the rose gold entourage yarn and star stitch card holder pattern by Republic of Yarnia. She's an amazing scholar who also has this beautiful yarn business, and her yarn colorways, which are just really beautiful, are inspired by these lovely black figures in medieval manuscripts. So as you can see, I love this pattern. I put a little patch on it already, but it fits credit card sizes really well, and so I just wanted to give it a shot. I loved the pattern. I was very proud of myself for finishing it, and I'll try that out as a mini wallet just for now. My wallet setup ends up changing quite frequently. And finally, we have this this sort of massive standard TN. And so this is a project that's really exciting to me that I'm still working on. It was a little big in terms of fitting into the pouch along with all the others, but it's a project that I'm working on because I'm basically making the standard TN into a kind of writing and research kit slash assistant. I have on the side listed some of the various brands of things, but I have the Galen leather insert the Folietto cards. This is a Yamamoto paper notebook that I have, as well as the clear zippered insert from Traveler's Company, where I'm storing various things in deco, but the pocket is what's kind of storing extras. And so if I want to go to a cafe or somewhere and do a little bit of work, I can have some of these on hand. So I have, for example, one of each of the Folietto cards that I found so helpful in the A7 size, some various memo pad sheets of different kinds and different sizes, and all currently blank because, again, the idea is to have them on hand in case I need it, and this is helping me to kind of bring some of my writing ideas with me on the go and have some materials ready for kind of ideas and brainstorming. Finally, this is at the back of the standard TN. This is something that I was so happy to get and to see that it fit the standard TN. This is the Penco clipboard in the slim size. And what I've decided to use it for are these kind of various memo sheets. I've been finding, or I've been thinking about certain kinds of reference material that I want on hand when I'm doing writing or when I'm doing research. And I thought about the fact that it might not necessarily be the best idea to have them in a notebook if I want to be able to see different parts of it at different times. And so I thought this clipboard would be really perfect for flagging the most pertinent or the most significant one at the moment. And again, it fits as part of this lovely little robust writing kit and assistant, or research assistant, if you will, and all closed together with the beautiful leather concho by Nanala Design. So this is something that is just really exciting for me. It's still a work in progress, but I'll probably be doing a kind of video on it at a later point, just to kind of show you a little bit more once it's been tested out a little bit and fine-tuned a little bit more. But I'm really happy to have this in the making. So there you are. This is my August lineup. You know, it's almost one pouch August. Hope you enjoyed.